Hey everyone, it's Rob the Backyard Gardener, and I know it's been a while. It's been a hectic winter for me, but it's time for an avocado tree update. You recall at the 21-month mark, I had to bring it indoors, and half of you thought it would probably die, and the other half said I might have caught it in time. If you recall, I left it out for about 4 days during the freeze. Life sometimes just makes it tough to do the things you need to do, but I brought it indoors. I had to leave it in my house in a pantry with lights on 18 hours a day, keeping an eye on it, and I babied it back to life. I must warn you, it's not gonna be full of foliage and looking fantastic, but remember, this was an outdoor tree that had to get saved indoors. I've been harding it off for the last 3 or 4 days now, so the leaves are a little bit weaker than I like, but it's trying to adjust back to the outside world where it's going to be put back out here in its pot so that it can keep growing and continue to thrive. What's really cool is it's at the 2-year mark. Let me flip this camera around and show you where it's at. An avocado grown from seed, now at 2 years old. All right guys, first of all, you won't remember I put this in this big pot, and this mulch in here is all the leaves that dried up, and I just kept on crinkling them and dropping them in there. Those are the ones that were affected by the frost. I have it on this roller because I've been putting it indoors and outdoors. Sorry for the dirty hands, just did some gardening. But I was putting it indoors and outdoors, trying to get it to harden off a little bit. And now that I'm gonna be gone for a week, I need this guy to stay outdoors for a while. Let me show you what's going on here. So the good news is we've got lots of buds coming in all along the stem, as you can see. That's a good sign. All these leaves are new leaves from indoors. They don't look the greatest because, again, they're artificial light that they were used to, and they had to take a little bit of the sun the last few days to get them hardened off. But you can clearly see the new growth. This guy will put on a ton of growth and leaves and foliage over the next several months. So it's good to know that he made it. Now it's time to nurse him into getting used to the sun and putting on a ton of growth. He put on an explosive growth at the end of last year, and I'm gonna show you this. I topped him off right there. I took off about a foot. I had to. The top was so severely damaged, just like some of these other ends that you can see. Again, it's been a long winter indoors. I know he doesn't look fantastic right now, but I know a lot of you are following this series, and I didn't want to keep you waiting. So once again, he has made it. He's even starting to get a little bit of a stronger trunk. That's good. He's still pretty leggy because, again, being in a pantry, the only foliage that survived was close to the light, and it's a 10-foot tall ceiling in the pantry. I'm still pretty happy though. I know he doesn't look the greatest, and you can see some of the hardening off burn right here. It happens, but I think he'll be just fine. We're actually gonna leave him in this spot because this spot gets about 4 hours of direct sunlight and about 6 hours of indirect sunlight. So this will be his home over the next 6 days till I get back. And depending on how he's doing, I'll decide whether he's ready to be fully put outside. And if he is, I'll show you that video when I put him outside for good. Anyway, I want to apologize in advance for taking so long to update this series, guys. I've just been really busy with a lot of things. I know that's no excuse. I appreciate the followers that have stayed with me. And we'll get these rocking and rolling, these series once again. And for those that are interested, it's only 2 years old. No chance of any fruit the next 1 or probably even 2 years. The earliest you can expect any fruit when you grow from seed is 4 years, probably more like 6 to 7 years. But we'll see how it goes. He's got to survive that long. He's my sole survivor. So we're going to do the best we can to keep letting him get larger and larger. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And as always, thanks for watching.